We are going to be discussing the client list, or as we call it, the client search, which, as you can see here, says edit returns you've previously started. There's a number of enhancements that we've made this current season. If you're familiar with the software, if this is your first time working with it, you won't know any different, but we'll just say in advance, you're welcome. Just plain. You can see here that we have the ability to locate returns based on status. You can also see down here that this status is a column that's available. You can filter this column ascending, descending order. You can filter any of the columns actually ascending, descending order. And so status is one of those um, automatically prompted statuses or filters based on um, what's been done in the return thus far. So as you can see, I'm just going to walk down them. In progress is any return that's been created that has not been transmitted thus far, that hasn't been printed out, and it's just basically been created. It's a shell of a return. It may be all the way completed, but it hasn't gone through the e-file steps or printing or any of that. Review in the software, and we will discuss this in detail. There is a review process that you can mark the returns in. So that would allow an individual to mark a return for review that then lets somebody know that the return needs to be quality assured and make sure that it has all the appropriate documentation. You've checked all the boxes and it's ready to get sent. Once that return is completed, it would be marked approved, and you could then put it into the transmission queue, or it could be in failed status, which means, hey, something's wrong here. You didn't do, dot your I's and cross your T's. A return being marked complete could also be an indication that it's ready to be transmitted. Any return in the system that is to be transmitted has to be marked complete and put in, which is an indicator that it's ready to be sent. Transmitted returns stay in this status for a very short period of time. That means it's actually on its way to the IRS. Rejected, we know what that means. Accepted, IRS likes it. Paper return, that means you printed it out. It's been marked complete and printed. Deactivated, that is an attempt for a preparer to get a return out of the system. Maybe it was a demo return, or a client's not coming back, but you can only have access to do that in the event that you have access to do that. Filtering returns. We have custom tags, the ability for you to create custom tags, and it may be part of your workflow. It may be in addition to your workflow. We know a lot of people use it for their clients that they're going to have to end up filing an amended return or an extension for. They get into the return and it's coming down to the wire. They just flag them all as send extension. Okay. These these dates, these allow you to go in and find clients that were done within a specific date range. You can also apply filters to these statuses. So if you go in and I want to see all the returns that were done at the beginning of September to the end of September, and I don't know if anything is in here. Oh, there we go. Great. And I want to see only those returns that are in review for that date range. Oh, there we go. Charles Smith. That's our guy. Okay, so it's a very, very powerful tool. There's a number of instances where this can be used with to great effect in order for you to manage your business and have visibility into what's going on in your office environment. Maybe you want to know what's going on a daily basis. You can go in and run the report, and it's going to look for initially all the returns that are created, and then it will go down the line in terms of what are these dates looking for. They'll go and they'll look for date transmitted, they'll look for date created, and it kind of populates anything that queues off of the date range that you have then provided. Okay. Searching for a specific client, you can go in and search for a specific client using any of the search criteria. You don't have to designate, oh, I want to search based on social. You just start typing in the social and it recognizes that and finds a match. You can start typing it on name and bam, we get to the name. You can also expand your search or your what's viewed on this list. This would be your most recent or last 10 clients that were touched in some form or fashion. you can come back in here and expand this to show up to 100 clients. Any clients that you're not seeing, this is just a demo office where we're popping information in. Any clients that don't appear on this list, you would then go to the next button or use your search client list to locate them on that criteria. You can see that it does give you a total number. So you can see this is 1 of 10, and there's only 10 total entries. Hopefully this was helpful in terms of how to navigate the Office client list. And if you guys have any more questions or how to go into some of those things in greater detail, we'd be happy to cover that. Thank you so much.